So this is the FLSun V400, and I noticed that when I have something out here on the outer edges, that my first layer was a little rougher than I wanted in spots. And so did a bunch of research last night, and I went through and did a test print last night, and I think I have it figured out to what makes sense. And I did a test print after that, and it worked well. I'm doing a reset up right now so I could do this video. So we just went through and did a normal level process. And so let me show you what the mesh looks like. So I've logged into the speeder pad through the IP address. And it's very simple. You just get your IP address off your speeder pad, go into your web browser, punch in that IP address, and you can log into it. And then over here in the menu, go to map or height map, and it'll show you the mesh. Now I turned on all the options here so you can see them. And it's doing a 7x7 calibration. Now I did a bunch of research last night, and it seems that 9x9 is kind of the sweet spot. So let's adjust our software here to do a 9x9 mesh. So what we're going to do is you're going to start out in your dashboard. You go down to machine, and we're looking for our printer config file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download a copy of this. So you click it and then download, which I've done. I have it backed up now. Oh, it wants me to confirm that it's a real file. Download the insecure file. You just want to get this done before. There it goes. Okay. Now we're going to click this file. And what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down here to this section right here that says calibrate and bed mesh. Okay. And then in the very bottom group here is bed mesh. And then right here is round probe count. And it says 7. We're going to change that to 9. And then it says 9. It says 7x7. We're going to change it to 9x9. Okay. And then we're going to hit save and close. Oop. And then we're going to save and restart. Sorry about that. Oops. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so now if we look at our height map, okay, this is our previous one. And let's get a screen grab of that. Okay, so now we're going to go run a new one. All right, trying to get the camera glare. So I've installed my probe on, and we're going to, now the best thing to do is go to heat bed, set temp, 60, oop, not 600, 60, enter. Okay, let that heat up. And it's going pretty good. So then we're going to configuration, bed level. And we're going to hit calibrate. And it says, do you want to do this? Yes. Now I noticed it did 3 there. We can change it to 5, and some users have done that where it's probing 5 times at every point. Right now I think that's a little excessive, but I may try it both ways to see if that makes sense. So what it's doing right now is doing just a calibration of where the plate is. Oh, I forgot to mention this. So if you notice, I have my plate flipped upside down. Several people have said they get a better reading off the smooth side of the plate. So we're going to try that. So the top one here is our new mesh. And you see the grid is much finer. And some of the detail is the same, but some of it's different. And if we look at our screenshot from our previous one, there's definitely an improvement. Okay, and now if you look at our data, it says it is doing a 9x9 now. Now, one of the key things you have to do is, you see up here, the name of the mesh is default. So one of the key things we have to do, so in Cura, we need to go to our FLSun here. We need to go to Manage Printers and then Machine Settings. And in your startup G code, I recommend probably putting under G28 here. You want to add bed underscore mesh underscore profile space load equals and default, which is the name of, this profile right here. And you want to make sure that's in your startup G code. This is where you put it in Cura. I like to use Orca Slicer. So you have your FLSun selected up here. There's a little edit box right next to it. Click that edit box, go to Machine G code, and in your startup G code, just like in Cura, below G28, mesh underscore or bed underscore mesh underscore profile space load equals default. You want to make sure we add those into our startup G codes and save the file. So if we wanted to do a 5 sample at each probe point, what we do is open back up our printer config, go back to calibrate and bed mesh, and you go into the middle section here, right in the center here, it says samples and a number 3. Now you can change that to a 5 if you want the sample 5 times at each probe point. I personally think it's overkill, but some people think that helps. Then, of course, save and restart. I didn't change anything. So now what we want to do is we want to set our nozzle height. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to heat up our bed. And we're going to set it to 60. And then we have to remove our probe. Now don't forget, take your build plate, flip it back over. Now I keep the tab towards the front here all times, so then when I flip it over, I'm in the same spot, just on the opposite side of where it was originally. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do we got to set our nozzle height. So we're heated up. We're going to go to configuration, bed level, move to 0. It's going to say, did you remove your probe? Yes. Let it get down here. Just standard copy paper. I prefer the tactile feel of it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. One more. One more. One more. That's a little too close for me, so we're going to go up 1. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now, one thing that it doesn't always say, it saves it. So I have it set at 2.11. See, and it doesn't go through a save command, but it does write it, because if I go back out here to home and we go look at the screen. So after you set your nozzle height, come over to your software, and right on the dashboard, go to under tool head, Z-offset, and here's your number right there. Now, if you want to make sure it's saved, you do have a save command right here. Hit save config. It'll write the file and reboot, and we're back, and it's saved. Now, what's important about knowing that number is, let's say you do some baby offsets during a print. To fine tune that first layer, you want to make sure it saves it. So if you go and make an adjustment while it's printing, look at the number and then write it down and double check it afterwards and make sure this matches your new offset number you adjusted during your print. There we go. We're a little rough right here. A little bit there, a little bit there. But overall, right here on this edge, but overall, significantly better than previously. Significantly better than previous tests. So I'm happy with that.